Paleofantasy, written by Marlene Zuk. Report by Giovanni, Lucas, and Ryan.
There is controversy surrounding what the optimal human diet and lifestyle is according to our ancestors and history. Evolution lies at the root of what we are accustomed to, suggesting that if humans have not evolved much, we should be living how our Paleolithic ancestors did. Agriculture commonly takes the blame for modern day sedimentary lifestyles and poor diets, but it is likely that humans just have not had enough time to evolve accordingly. The author breaks down the definition of evolution, its characteristics, the factors that influence it, and the comparisons between humans and other hominins. The book is structured to investigate one topic of evolution at a time. Evolution in animals and other hominins, speed of evolution, variation in how early humans lived, e.g., family, lifestyle, diet, health, and are humans still evolving? The answer is later found to be yes, we are constantly evolving.
We determine that the author's main thesis is as follows. Evolution is a continuous and dynamic process that is shaped by a species' specific traits and the environmental influences on its population, demonstrating that there is no singular definitive paleo lifestyle for humans. Over the span of the entire book, the author continuously built upon her initial claim. Humans around the world have differences in genetic makeup, environment, traditions, and resource accessibility that shape the optimal lifestyle for them. Our first piece of evidence is on the speed of evolution. In chapters 3 through 6, the author dives into her own personal research and the research of others to present examples of how rapid evolution occurs in both animals and humans. These examples included singing male crickets and also lactate persistence in humans. Our second piece of evidence is a quote from chapter 1. The author states that there was no single paleo lifestyle any more than there is a single modern lifestyle. The author states early in the book that early humans and hominids did not all follow the same way of life, and neither do all humans today. A modern-day example would be the lifestyle of the Inuit living in the Arctic compared to the people living in the United States. Our last piece of evidence is a quote from chapter 10. The author states, "Giving up paleofantasies lets us appreciate that all environments, old and new, leave their mark." At the end of the book, the author pinpoints the environment as one of the true driving factors of visible variation in human evolution. The author explains that modern people need to let go of their ideas of how humans should live and realize how much variation we truly have as a species.
There are some notable strengths of the book Paleofantasy. The first one is that it debunks misconceptions. Paleofantasy successfully challenges popular paleofantasies. Marlene uses scientific evidence to dismantle myths about diet, exercise, sex, and family structures. The second is that it highlights the ongoing nature of evolution. A key strength is the author's emphasis on the fact that human evolution is never going to stop. She presents evidence of recent changes in humans, demonstrating that we are not the same as we once were during the Stone Age. The third is that it has a strong scientific backing. Marlene's arguments are grounded in research, from biology, anthropology, and genetics. She cites numerous studies to support her claims. And finally, it promotes critical thinking. Paleofantasy encourages readers to question popular narratives and to think more critically about evolutionary claims. However, there are also some glaring weaknesses of paleofantasy. The first one is the limited exploration of the why. Although Marlene effectively debunks paleofantasies, some may question why the book doesn't go into what makes these ideas so appealing to people. Going into the psychological and cultural roots of these paleofantasies could have added a necessary layer to the book. The second is the potential for misinterpretation. There's potential for readers to misinterpret the author's points as a simple dismissal of any evolutionary influence on modern behavior, rather than a critique of inaccurate interpretations. The third is open-ended conclusions. Some readers could find the lack of definitive answers frustrating. Marlene often presents evidence for multiple possibilities, which, while honest, can leave readers wanting more solid takeaways. The final weakness is that it mostly focuses on debunking. Paleofantasy mostly focuses on dismantling existing ideas. Although this is great, it's possible that readers would have appreciated a more in-depth exploration of alternate perspectives on modern human behavior and evolution. Nevertheless, the book Paleofantasy by Marlene Zuk provides a great breakdown of the process of evolution and how it has shaped human history. It maintains professionalism and supports controversial claims with evidence, and is a good read for anyone interested in the processes that have shaped human lifestyles or whether we should live according to our history.